Welcome to Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Today, we are trying to solve an identity crisis. We're looking at the 2026 Chevrolet Traverse, and this is a car that doesn't quite know if it should be an SUV or a minivan. So come with me on a little walk around and we're gonna try to figure this out together. The Traverse is a car with a little bit of an identity crisis. It's large like an SUV, it sits a little bit higher, it's got doors that swing out, but it adds a third row and a lot of the amenities that families are looking for. So it really fits in this in-between area that meets the demands of a lot of different people, a lot of different use cases. So we're gonna take a little look around, but I wanna start up at the front. On this example, we have a beautiful RS trim level and it's all blacked out. We've got a black car, black roof, black grille, black bow ties. It is black, it is sleek, it is sporty, and this is definitely not giving us minivan vibes right now. We look around the car, we've got some beautiful headlights, all this black grille work coming around to the side, and there's a little secret here. I would never find a minivan with 22-inch wheels, okay? These things are huge. It's pulling in all of this black aesthetic. It's just really sleek and really sharp. Along the side of the car, we've got our black roof rails, black badging on the side of it. It's just all big, all long. We've got tons of space in the back of the car. And this is, again, an SUV. Is it a minivan? Help me decide as we go along. Coming around to the back of the vehicle, we see a lot of that black theme coming through. So all the black trim work, we've got our black bow tie and our red RS badging, as well, quad exhaust. There's a little secret here. This is not a sleeper car. Again, minivan, SUV, you decide, but it's got definitely a lot more performance than we think. The other beautiful feature that I love back here is for our backup camera, we have a washer. Canadian winters, it's so common that that camera gets just covered in grime and grit, but it's simple button, spray it down, you're gonna see exactly what's going on behind you. Opening up the back of the Traverse, automatic tailgate, which is a beautiful feature. You can control it from your remote. And then already we've got 1, 2, 3 rows and tons of storage in the back here. I'm thinking about my daughter and her hockey team. We can load the car up. We've got lots of space for all their gear. But if you need even more space, nice and convenient, I'm gonna hit a couple buttons and all of my seats are coming right down. So with the seats fully down, we've got tons of space. We could load this up with everything you need. And as well, mix and match different configurations. Keep the middle row up, have the back seats down, vice versa. This configuration can make a great road trip vehicle as well. Lots of space for the kids inside. Making it nice and easy, we want to bring these back seats up, hold the buttons, and away they come. There's a lot of convenience just in the automatic usability of the Traverse. One thing that's so important to me in a family vehicle is just having space for our stuff. When we travel pretty heavy and we need places to put everything. So in the Traverse, underneath the floor here, we have another hidden compartment. We can put some of the less used things just right down away, hidden out of the way. And it just gives us that extra usability to take everything we need when we're going on a long trip. So coming along the side of the Traverse, again, we can just see how long this vehicle is. It has tons of room. Now, this is the one thing that separates this car from a minivan to an SUV, are the swinging open rear doors. We've got tons of space. We've got our seats that are gonna fold down nice and flat. They can recline, we can move them back, we can shuffle them forward and back. We've got anchors for our car seats all over the car. On this example, we're looking at one that has a middle row with captain's chairs, but if you need that extra little space, we can option in a bench in the middle, add 1 extra seat. So you can turn it from a 7-passenger to an 8-passenger. Okay, now let's hop in the driver's seat and see some of the great driving features that we have in the Traverse. Inside the Traverse, there's so much in here to love. Out of the gate, the first thing we're seeing is all of the red accents. So it's a dark black interior, but GM is popping it a little bit. So we've got some beautiful red accents on the doors, across the dash, even on the seats, stitched in with our leather seats. Talking about the seats, these are so comfortable, they're so supportive, they're so customizable. The driver's seat, we've got 8-way, lumbar, all the positions that you want. So up front, we've got a heated steering wheel for those cold Canadian mornings, a heated seat, as well as ventilated seats for those really hot Canadian summers. As well, we've got tons of convenience features all the way around the car. One of my favorite things is the cameras. We've got a full bird's eye view of the car. We're seeing the front, the sides, back. It makes maneuvering this car in that tight Costco parking lot really easy. The RS comes standard with Super Cruise, which is Just an unbelievable and amazing feature to use daily. We can trailer with the car, we've got ambient lighting, we've got park assist, we've got multi-zone climate control. Everything you need for a comfortable ride is in this Traverse. Like any good family car should be, the Traverse has tons of storage space scattered all over the car. We've got big, deep pockets in the doors, a glove box, nice and easy to get into, and then we start getting up into the center. Wireless charging for our phone, cup holders, extra storage here. We're going to open this up, a nice little storage tray. Stop talking to me. A nice big deep center console as well. Storage underneath here. We've got tons of room. We're gonna see when we get into the back of the Traverse, even though it's an all-wheel drive vehicle, we still have a flat floor and we're taking advantage of all that space we have underneath the center console. Taking a look at the screen in the Traverse, we've got a best-in-class 17.7-inch diagonal display with all of our controls. The one thing I love that Chevy is doing with the screens is that they're not just like plopping them onto the car, they're actually they're integrating them into the dash and angling everything towards the driver. It's gonna be really difficult and subtle to see, but you can see the whole screen is actually turned right in towards the driver. I've got all of my controls are in here. Lighting, parking controls, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Google Assistant, the Play Store. Everything we want to have easy access to is right there and easy to find. And for those quick changes to our temperature and our climate, all of that control is right down here with an actual physical button. So it's really important to have that mix and match between what's easy to get to immediately and what do you mind finding a little bit more and fiddling through. There's a lot of customization as well in the Traverse. We've got selectable all-wheel drive and different driving modes. So if you've got bad weather, wet, rain, snow, we can put that mode on. If we're taking the car a little bit off-road into a gravel road or a cottage access road, we can put it into more of an aggressive all-wheel drive setting as well, just to make that drive in a little bit easier. If your family is anything like mine, you're gonna love the Bose sound system. We've got speakers all throughout the cabin. And I know my daughter from the back seat is always asking me, put on more K-pop Demon Hunters. I can't stand it anymore, but it makes her happy and it sounds fantastic in this car. Now let's hop in the back and see all the space we have for our passengers. Getting into the middle row of the Traverse, there's a few things that pop out at me right away. First impressions are, we're sitting actually nice and high and elevated. I've got a great visibility over the seats in front. The stadium seating is making it a lot more comfortable for those long road trips. And then there's a lot of conveniences we have in the back here as well. So I've got a beautiful flat floor, nice and easy for lots of storage, but also for comfort for the backseat passengers. We have heated seats in the middle row. We have our own climate control. We have our own phone chargers. I've got reclinable seats back here, so I can really fine tune it for my own comfort and my own convenience. To get into the rear seat, I know kids love just to jump right in and use the space in the middle, but I'm gonna show you a little bit more of a comfortable way. So I'm gonna hop back out again. And I've got a nice little button just right here on the side. The seat's gonna move forward and I can climb right in, seat back, and I've got adequate space. I don't wanna be back here for hours, but there's enough for a ride across town. We wanna load up the car and we have to commute somewhere nice and close. There's enough room for 7 adults to squeeze back here. As well, we've got our speaker system, that Bose system all the way around the car. So those tunes like K-pop Demon Hunters are coming all the way through. And as well, I've got some USB chargers, cup holders, and little storage spots all throughout back here. To hop back out again, I've got a nice little button right here. Seat folds forward and out I go. And then nice and easy back and forth. So after looking at the rear of the Traverse, we can really understand why this car has that identity crisis. Is it a minivan? Is it an SUV? It's got all the space and practicality for your family, as well as some power. Under the hood here, we have a 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It's great on fuel economy. It's that fantastic blend of daily commuting and usability, but it has over 300 horsepower. So when you need it, it is there and it's ready to go. So we're gonna do something special today. I wanna show you just a little bit more of the daily usability of the Traverse. We're gonna experience a little bit of that power, but then the other feature is that Super Cruise. We wanna get it on the road. We're gonna show you exactly what it's like to drive and experience Super Cruise on the streets. Okay, so now we're inside the Traverse, going for a quick little drive. We're in a slightly different one than the one we looked at in the showroom. So on this car, we actually have a huge panoramic sunroof. I think that's a really important feature that we should talk about. The one that we looked at in the showroom didn't have that, but it's definitely an option that you can equip your Traverse with. We're also gonna show Super Cruise. So I'm on my way to an area that's been mapped. Chevy and General Motors are constantly adding roads to the Super Cruise network. So if you're currently driving somewhere that doesn't have it, I'm gonna say be patient. Like, I think that it's probably a good chance that it's gonna come. So I can see right now my Super Cruise button is showing that it's available. So all I have to do is one button on the dash, my steering wheel takes over, I can hands off, and the car is driving. As long as I'm still looking forward and consistently looking forward, the car is just gonna drive. If I wanna go a little bit faster, I'm gonna use my cruise control buttons for my speed, and it's gonna go up a little bit. I can also knock it back down a little bit if I wanna slow down. The road we're on right now is just a 2-lane highway between Guelph and Kitchener. But if we're on the 401 or the 400 series roads, we have more than one lane. This car drives so intuitively, it just feels natural, it feels normal. Still, my hands are still off the steering wheel. Pay attention to that. If you're driving and you're stuck in traffic, it's not gonna just sit like a regular cruise control and just be behind someone. It will look for a gap, it'll signal, it'll change lanes, it'll pass, it'll come back over. Look at this, we're doing a turn, going around a bend. I've got my eyes up, just making sure that everything is good. Hands are still off, my feet are off. I can lift my feet up a little bit, and we're just cruising with this car. It's unbelievable how intuitive and just how simple and natural it feels. The first time I drove like this, it was a little nerve-wracking. It took me a little while to get used to it, but not too long. And now anytime I'm doing a long drive or a big commute, I'm looking for a car that has Super Cruise to do it in, because I just get to the destination feeling so much more relaxed. I'm not as worried about what's happening on the road. I can focus with the people that are in the car with me. I can engage in those conversations, and I'm just not fatigued when I get to the destination. I'm so excited for this technology to continue advancing, and I'm really curious to the next iterations and where it's going to come. But right now, this is unbelievable. We've got a really interesting scenario happening right in front of us. There's a truck pulling off, it's pulled over to the shoulder, so it's a little bit of an unusual situation, but we're still gonna go right past it. It's cleared, it's off the road. I've got lots of traffic coming the other direction. I'm in a long line of cars that are all going through all this, and it's just simple, easy driving. The one area that it's going to cut out on me is actually coming up. We're approaching a stoplight, so any controlled intersection, it's going to ask the driver to take over control again, so it's not intuitive enough that it's going to read traffic lights and get through that. But the other thing that the car can do is that it is reading traffic signs. Where I love that is in the speed limit. There's a lot of times you're driving through country roads, you're going through, now the car's telling me I need to take over, so it's flashing red. So I've taken over control as we're approaching this light. But I'll finish my thought. When it's reading the traffic signs, what it's really telling me is the speed and the speed zone that I'm in. So there's a lot of times I'm driving on a country road, going up north, and I'm not paying attention to where I am. The speed can change. It can go from 80, go down to 60, go down to 50. Sometimes it's a school zone and you're into the 40-kilometer range. You've got a little marker on your dash, so you can always reference it right back to that, and just make sure that you're keeping the right speed for that area. You don't want to get caught finding that out the hard way. So we can know that Super Cruise is available because we're going to see right here on our dash, this little steering wheel icon matches the same button on the steering wheel itself. So now, simply to engage it, I'm just going to give it a quick little press. My green lights come on, so now I am fully hands off, feet off, hands off. I've locked into the car in front of me. The Traverse is seeing the lanes to each side, so it knows exactly where to position the car. And it's not like those old style lane keep assist where it pinballs you back and forth across the lanes. It is locked in on the center. It is nice and smooth. It's nice and easy. It's very comfortable. And it just feels like a natural driver is driving the car. If you've never driven with Super Cruise before, come in and try it out. We'd love to take you for a test drive. There's a road really close to the dealership. That's a great place to test it out. And we would really love to show these features. You're gonna be blown away by how easy this is to use. So Super Cruise really relies on the driver to be watching the road ahead. So we're gonna do a little bit of a test now. I'm locked in on the camera. I don't know where we're going, so I am trusting it completely. But it's gonna give me about 10 seconds, and now I can feel my seat vibrating. I've got a red light coming up on the dash, and it is asking me to take control again. So I've got to disengage the system, gonna drive for a second. The first time it happens, it's gonna let you re-engage it right away. So I'll be able to do that hopefully here in a second. And I might have lost our road. Shoot. Okay. So So the first time it catches you not paying attention, it's going to let you take control again really quickly. But the more repetitive that you're actually not paying attention to the road, the stricter it's going to be, and the car will actually take away the luxury of having Super Cruise. So it's something you definitely don't want to abuse. But right now we're approaching a controlled intersection. This is generally an area where the car asks you to take control again. Once you're clear of the intersection, it'll give you a signal that you're allowed to re-engage Super Cruise and get back on your way. So this has been the 2026 Chevy Traverse. Help me decide, is this an SUV? Is it a minivan? Does this fit your family and your lifestyle? Is this enough car? Maybe it's too much. We've got options below. Equinox is really popular. Above, Tahoe, Suburban, Silverados are very popular with families as well. I just love how this car drives. We saw Super Cruise, we talked about the power, we've got space all around it. I'd love to show you this car in person. Come in for a test drive. My name is Paul Cullen, and this is Barry Cullen Chevrolet and the Guelph Auto Mall.